sort of explain what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna like show you the super fucking ghetto setup I have here as well. Here it is. So this here is the setup I'm using. I literally have a fucking phone attached to my desk with a wireframe holder, which I've created. But anyway, context for what I'm doing. I'll turn my music down a bit. There we go. Context for what I'm doing. Yes, there we go. I have right here the knight from the Dark Souls board game. I'm kind of like, this quality isn't amazing, gonna be honest with you, but I don't think there's really anything I can do about that. Change scale. So you're basically gonna have to put up with garbage. Ooh, fuck. Unless I can like make it better on my phone. Let me have a quick look. Don't think so. I mean, like, testing this beforehand probably would have been a better idea, but... Oh dear. Settings. Ultra dim screen. Limit the FPS is not that. FPS is not that important. I don't know why the quality is... I guess it's just because I'm using the free version of it. So, I mean, yeah, without paying money, which I don't really want to do, it's not going to get much better. But there you go, it's fine, because I'll be honest, I don't really know how to paint anymore. It's been a long time since I've done any painting. So yeah, it's going to be as much me figuring out how to paint again as it is anything else. But hey, ow, bollocks. We're going to do it anyway, just for fun, basically. Alright, well, let's get started, shall we? So, all I've done is, as you can see, base coated it black. Ooh, that's not much good, is it? Need to be here. I have just a couple of brushes. I basically nicked stuff from my dad's house. I have what I think should be all the paints I need. We've got some metal, we've got some brown, we've got some copper here, we've got a lighter brown, got a couple of blues, got a couple of purpley pinks, got a white, a black, and a sepia wash. The doorbell has just rung, so I'll be back in a second. This is brilliant. It's okay, my sister is going to get it. It's all good. Oh jeez, I've managed to put a bunch of percentage marks. So, the real thing we need to do is figure out what needs painting. Oh, I've done it again. Keep leaning on my keyboard. So we've got, most of it is metal. Even the shield I think is metal. We've got a few bits of cloth, like, oh shit, sorry, like here, and the belts and stuff are going to be brown. So, I mean, I think what we're going to do is start with some silver. Wow. Because makes sense to me. Now, I could do a technique called dry brushing, which is to basically remove all the paint you put on the brush and just like go buck wild at the thing, which sort of gives it a silverish look. I'm not 100% sure I want to do that. I'll definitely do it on this chainmail stuff. Start with that. And you just sort of go ham doing that. Somewhere around the back here as well. I have got it completely out of view here. Sorry, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so it's going to be a bit dodgy. That's for sure. I basically need to hold it over this plastic thing at all times. Okay, well, let's start by dry brushing the rest of this stuff. We'll see how that looks. The lack of light is also not ideal, because I don't have anything. That's a bit better. Let's prop something in the way here to hold my curtain out of the way so I can see. This is not the best setup I've got here. Oh, balls. Well, I guess we're not dry brushing anymore, because I didn't actually take enough off there. But actually, that looks fine. I think. Man, the light on my face is... it's a lot right now. Too far out again. Guess I need to get used to this. It's like just kind of take off most of it after I've put it on. Oh, balls. I don't know how people do this all the time. This is like the most awkward thing to do, like leaning over a camera to paint. Getting there. That's one boot done. Do want to at least take off some of the paint from the brush. So it gives it a sort of thinner coat, leaving some of the black underneath, which I think looks a bit better. We're gonna have a brandy. Don't stop. Oh, I'm doing it again. I've just moved the thing though. I need to tilt this down more. Plus side of having something made just out of a fucking coat hanger is that you can angle it very easily. Ah, there we go. That's so much better. Holy shit. Alright, fuck. Should have done that right at the start. So I think at the back of these boots is leather boots. He's got like metal van braces on his feet, and then leather boots on underneath that. So basically you're going to be doing sort of metal overcoat and then going back in and doing the details. So this is why I'm doing the metal first. I can just be really, really messy with it. It's like just garbage quality, really, isn't it? So fucking, you can't see anything. What I might do is finish the silver, and while the silver's drying, buy and download the better version of the app so that the quality is less garbage for you. So silver. think I just dipped the tip of his sword in the paint there. Sure did. Take it till it washes away. Just observing to make sure I've got everything that needs to be silver. Not quite, there's a few bits. Just going to do it here where I can see a bit better. Considering you guys basically can't see anything anyway because the quality's so shit. On my preview window it looks okay because it's way smaller, but it's actually super not. I do also need to just do the entire shield basically. Okay, there you go. I think that is everything that needs to be silver is now silver, and some things that shouldn't be silver are now silver. Basically, he's very silver now. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick breaky brew while it's drying anyway, and I'm going to download the better version. Yeah, okay. I found what I need here. One sec. We're nearly there. Right. Is this now better? Should be. Not really. Okay. 1 second. Settings. Bit of a pain. Oh, look at my filthy feet there, just showing up there. I've got like settings on here now. I guess. Can zoom in. Oh, and it focuses now, look. Focus on this. Better. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? Can actually see anything now. Okay. Oh, I can turn on the fucking light now. Shit's on. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I can see using that. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, well that's useful. Quality is better, the lighting is better. I can close this other curtain, and then my general lighting is better. Ah, oh, perfect, best purchase. It was like £2, so really just being cheap, not doing it. Okay, so now that you can actually see I've painted just about everything silver. There's some clothy bits here behind his boots, and there's lots of little straps and crap that need painting brown basically. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do this big bit here, which I'm going to actually do a blue. So yeah, blue. Oh, lots of blue in here. This is a fresh pot. Right, let's do that then. To be a bit more precise with this than I was with the silver, because I don't want it going on the silver now that I've painted it on. But I don't mind it going over the straps and stuff on here, because I will just repaint those brown afterwards. So I think there's actually these bits and this bit here that should be silver as well. Looking at it a bit better, but we can do that in a minute. Now I also wanted to paint the shield partially blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bollocks. There's a little stray hair there. Just come up and ruined everything. I'm going to go right over this design, and then later on we can repaint that. If I feel so inclined. I mean I should, but gosh, it seems like it'd be a pain to paint, is the issue I have with it. I mean, it basically currently looks like artist shit. Silver with big chunks of blue on. But don't worry about that, because we have the magic that is sepia wash, which will just make everything look better. Don't actually have to be good at painting as long as you have sepia wash. I learned this a long time ago. That's basically all the blue I wanted to do. I was contemplating doing one of the knee pads. I think I will. I'm going to do this one. So basically, for the record, I'm using this as a D&D mini. Which is why I'm sort of going crazy with colours that totally aren't in the game. So don't worry, I know there ain't no fucking blue on it in the game. But yeah. My D&D character's house colours have blue in. Blue. Okay. One blue knee pad. It's actually kind of messy because on one side it's blue all the way to the edge and on the other it's not, so go around and tidy that up a bit. Okay, cool. That's all the blue. Give that a second to dry. Baby, I'm in the zone. There's actually like more silver that needs doing, so I'm going to do that. Only small amounts though, so I'm just going to do the cardinal sin and take it straight from the pot here. So this stuff here, slightly more than that tiny amount. Oh, dropped him. On this side. like it's just like a stray hair on this. That's a bit better. Yeah. Like this, such a thing. I know right, I think that's all of it now. And it's getting covered in paint. This is this is why you don't take things just from the pot. It's terrible, terrible idea. Yeah. It's looking about right. Brown. So, some of this brown is going to be things like the belt straps, which is leather, so that'll be a darker brown, and then like the cloth back here will be a sort of light brown. So we're going to use this Gorfor brown. If it will open, there we go. Big old dollop. Whoops, and then we're going to paint up the straps, which requires a bit more accuracy than I've been using up till now. Strive to uphold. There is life, there is death, there is suffering. Hope is the key, and it travels alone. Yeah, the youth of today have no one of our soul can inspire. You'll conspire to take out the movie. Longest strides, counting tides. You can try. The legend never dies. Oh dear. Made a bit of a mess of this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. What wins you got, bitch? Is there anything else that could potentially be that colour? Found it. It's a bit of a mess. But as I previously mentioned, I don't actually need to paint well because I have wash. So it'll be fine. Got a bit of bleedage onto the blue area here. Oh, I just straight up put my finger in the brown there. It's not the best. Goodness. It's a mess. I'll be back in a second while that's drying. I can go and wash this shit off my hands. I've also brought back a wipe for wiping my hands with. Ooh. Okay, so now we need to lighten up that brown a bit. So we're going to use a tiny little dab of white up in there. Just the teensy tiniest little bit. Oh. Like that. Is that enough? No, it was not. We need more than that. Okay, so when I said teensy tiny little bit, what I actually meant was just like a bunch of white. Just like a bunch of it. go. It's a bit better. A nice light sort of clothy colour. Oh, my music. Let's get my music back up here. Just shoved that really hard in my ear. Kind of hurt, actually. Okay. Between the legs is the worst place to paint. Oh! God, that was close. Someone scream now. What's the beast doing on your head? And this is what she said. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? How you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs. I have over 300 confirmed kills. I'm trained in guerrilla warfare. What's gotten into you? Did not be asked to. Right, is that looking good for the cloth? Is that it? Just the behind the legs? I think so. Can't see any more particularly. Oh, the arms. The inside of the arms. So when I said between the legs was the worst. God. Fuck this noise, man. This is probably worse. I don't think it even is. Actually. One sec, it's on this arm. On this arm it's not, so I guess I just need to repaint that silver now. Brilliant. Oh god. I'm a mess. Jeez. good. See, the back of the legs here are a bit weird because they're textured like cloth, but they don't have a seam between the van braces and the cloth, which is slightly annoying. But what I think I need is there's one specific part of this I think needs to be the darker brown, which is just here. Looks sort of more like a strap holding them on than trousers. Not that you can really tell the difference. Okay. And I'm going to grab the silver and repaint that bit I painted brown on the inside of the arm, which I've decided now that I don't want to be brown. Which is right here, maybe? Where is it? There. No, it's silver. Okay, good. So, there's basically all the colours, like, washed on. What I do want is this purple. Just a small amount of it again, because all I'm doing with this is painting lines onto the shield. I'm not confident in my ability to do this, but I'm going to try anyway. Oh, bollocks. It was going so well up until right then. Touch up the very corners. This hasn't worked at all. This basically went about as well as I was expecting it to, so that's fine, I guess. Sure, that will do. Let's give that a sec to dry. I feel like it's going okay. It's fine. Got just shit everywhere now. actually, like, as things go, relatively happy with it. I think, like, all the colour is basically blocked up now. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a photo of this, and then I'm going to sepia wash it, and then I'm going to take another photo of it, and you will all witness magic. I'm going to use my ridiculous camera, which is so unnecessary for this task. But, you know, I have it, so why not? Here's my my ridiculous camera. My full, proper camera. Let's have a lens cap on. Where's the close-up? This one. Why is it not working? This is a new camera. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay. Took a decent photo of it in its current situation. So, yeah. Oh yes, I wanted to do the other knee pad purple, which I'll do now. That's not going to make too much of a difference. Spray paint. Okay. Now we've just got to give that knee pad a minute to dry. I might actually get just a tiny amount of silver. And wait, just do some topping up basically. 'Cause there's a few bits that, because I'm so sort of incredibly vague with the silver, would be missed. Sword there. The hilt of the sword is a bit patchy. The sword is always going to be a bit of a pain because the sword is very rubbery. There. Shield's a bit patchy just because it was such a big area. Right here, this shoulder pad is a bit bad. This elbow pad as well. There's actually like a few belt buckles and stuff, which I hadn't done before. There's a tiny little dabs of paint. Oh, put my finger in the brown again. There. And here. That looks like it. Yeah. Anything else? I think the very tips of the toes are a bit dodgy as well. Whoopsie. That was a lot. There we go. Okay, well, now that I've touched all that stuff up, I'm going to do another quick photo after I've wiped all the shit off my hand again. Interview for you, there you go. It is very, very silver, with a few dots of colour. Do I want to paint this symbol on the shield? I feel like I should. brush is annoyingly shit. Basically, what I'm doing here is I've realised that if I rub it very lightly across the surface, then it will only go onto the raised design and not the colour underneath. Which seems to be working-ish. Not perfect, but it does the job just about. Well, I fucked it. Completely fucked it. Well, okay, did about the best I could there. Not great painting, and that is a pain in the ass to paint. It's like the vaguest symbol on the shield there. Okay, so that is that. Grab my camera again. Do another little photo. Come on. Okay, cool. It's fine. And then give that like a minute or two just to mostly dry off. How's my battery doing on my phone? 95%. That is fucking impressive. Holy shit. Considering how long I've been running that. Ah, boy. Ooh, wobble wobble. How long have I been going? Only about an hour and 15 minutes. That is less time than I thought this would take. Gonna like browse Twitter for a minute. Yeah. before I do the magic wash. Okay, alright, well, that'll do. No. Getting this bad boy here. Gryphone sepia. And we're just gonna bathe him in it. That's what's gonna happen here. Prepare your butts. If you're not ready for the power that is Gryphone sepia. Do a bit of closure inspection. Yeah. Don't want too many pulls of it, so just like bring it up so I can see a bit better. I say so I can see a bit better. I actually super can't see better because I don't have any light. Oh, shit. There we go. There's him sepia washed to fuck. And when that dries, it will look like a professional has painted that model, because that is how sepia wash works. I'm going to go ahead and close that before it goes literally everywhere when I inevitably knock it. I do have paint now all over my desk. Not all over, just in two very small specific spots. Beautiful. Well, there you go. That is pretty much going to be it. Wait for that to dry. I will post pictures on my Twitter of that once it is done. So thanks for watching, literally no one. But bye internet.